church. It's our way of looking at what the steps are.
Unbeatable Leadership with Jeff Struecker.
Here's a little leadership thought for you. I'm reading a book right now that's got me thinking about the challenges of being in an industry where you have to deal with customers. And the book is basically saying the challenge here, the paradox essentially, is the industries that are really, really successful are very in tune with their customers and know exactly what their customers want. As a pastor, I want to be very, very aware of what's going on in the lives of the people in our church that I'm trying to minister to, but I also want to be aware of what's going on in the lives of the people in the community that are not connected with any church. If you want to do a great job as a leader, you've got to be connected to the people that your industry services or that buy your products. But here's the challenge. The greatest firms, the firms that kind of innovate, they break through, they create markets that never existed before, those firms have to make decisions that the people that they do business with have no interest in. Let me give you an example. This may sound theoretical, but stick with me for a second. Henry Ford, when he was mass producing the first automobile, said, I don't give customers what they want. Because if I gave customers what they want, they would want a faster horse. I gave them something that they would want, they just didn't know existed. So I had to create the first mass-produced automobile, and then they would want it. It's fascinating. 100 years later, Steve Jobs said the exact same thing. He said, my job as a leader is to read something on the page that's not there in the words. I don't give the customer what they want because the customer doesn't know what is out there and what's capable. I have to create something and then the customers will want it. Do you see the challenge? The challenge is the better that I know my customers, the more in tune with what's going on in their lives, the more I try to tinker and customize exactly what they want. But if I really want to be able to survive 10 years or 100 years from now, I have to spend time, energy, and money on something that the customers don't want. They don't even know that they want. And this is what makes leadership a beast. Because the closer you get to the employees or the closer you get to the customers, the more you're going to custom tailor what they want. But eventually a product will come along that the customers don't even know that they want, and they will stop wanting what you're building and start wanting what somebody is about to construct in the future. And the dilemma, the paradox of leadership is you have to know the customers, but you also sometimes have to ignore them and to create desire, create a product or a service that doesn't even exist yet. And I don't know what walk of life you might find yourself in. Maybe you're a school teacher, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you're a legal professional. The more that you get good at what you do, the harder it is to be able to see something on the horizon that doesn't exist today. And the more that you're able to see on the horizon, the harder it is to get really, really good at what you do. And my challenge to you is if you want to be good, if you want to be great, work on getting really close to the people that you provide a service or a product for. But if you still want to be in business 20 years or 100 years from now, you're going to have to ignore them and to create a demand for something that doesn't exist right now. This is the world of every industry, and this is the life of every leader. And that's what makes leadership a beast. Just my thoughts for you today. Little leadership thought for you. See you around.